Hi, hello. Good to see you all. Yeah, I'm just going through the pages. Hello, hello. Okay, as usual, the energies are flowing strongly. They have never not came when we got together for the meditation, so that's good. They are very reliable. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna tune into the energies and see what kind of message comes forward. Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, very nice. So the energies are sharing. Well, they are not really sharing, it's just the information that's here in the energies right now that are coming in and I just see them. And basically, what I'm seeing is that I just still say they share that, they're always available for everybody. They're always there and everybody can connect to them. Um, so you can always do this with intention, when you sit down, when you meditate, during your everyday life experience, whenever you feel you want to connect to a high vibrational energy. So for example, like I do them or I do it, right? So when an energy comes in, for example, then I say or share, or this is the energy of joy, or there is a joy of existence, or um, there is the golden light, or there is unconditional love or truth, or all these different energies that are coming in. um, and you can do this too. So whenever you're in a certain experience and you need support, or you just want to feel them or want to connect, or like I said, you need support, you can just sit and ask them to come in, and they come in because they're always there. And on an energetical level, it's really about, yeah, connecting, asking them to come in. And then when you sit with them, as we do here, you just tune into them, and they start working on your system, and they start adjusting, healing, like opening, expanding, and so forth. So they're always available for everybody. Um, you basically just need me, because there's often um, energies in the system that think that you can't do it, or you can't do it as well. Yes, of course, there's a little practice involved. When you do this more often, it just gets very normal. It becomes just something that you do, like tooth brushing teeth, for example, or cutting carrots. It's just something very normal that we do every day. um, if we just do it more often. And yeah, they basically say, okay, the energies are available for you or for others. Like you can send them, you can bring them in for yourself, you can send them to others. This is the normal. So it's not the normal to not be connected, but the normal is to be connected. And this is just very important information, so that our systems understands that, and also the mind, um, yeah, that they're always there to support, and they should be part of our everyday life experience, and they will in the future, like when in general people become more open, more expanded, this will be more normal, that these energies are present, that people connect to them. um yeah. Yeah, and then also it's absolutely fine if you feel you're not ready, or you don't trust yourself yet as much, or you just don't feel called, or what's the word, um, yeah, you just don't feel the need to do this right now yourself. It's absolutely fine. It will come in later probably, but it's really about they are available, and if you feel drawn to them, if you feel you want to connect, you want to have more of them in your life, then you can always do that. And then also when they come in, they individualize in the way of how to use them, what to do with them, like when I bring them in, this is what's happening when we sit here, right? So you all know how this works. But then, when you bring them in for you, this might manifest a little bit differently, or it will probably will in a little bit of a different way. So that's really exciting as well. Yeah, and it's just trusting. Trust is, so in general, the energy of trust is coming in, and then also trusting your ability, trusting that, well, it's not even an ability, it's there. It's like not an ability, a specific one, like something special. It is there for everybody already. And just trusting that it's there. Yeah, and trust seems to be in general an energy that's needed right now, very strongly. So there's like a whole waterfall of trust energy coming in, trusting into yourself, um, into your own intuition, abilities, connection. Yeah, so that's being strengthened while I'm talking. That's coming in. And the thing is, trust is only needed, and I always think is so interesting. Trust is only needed until you know. Because first, you're not 100% sure, there's insecurities or similar energies, so you need trust. But then when you know, it is normal, and then you don't need the trust anymore. So the trust then can convert into knowing. Yeah, and then when the knowing is there, and this is just like when the system moves through this expansion right away, joy of existence is there. If knowing is there, joy of existence is there. It's also flowing in beautifully. Yeah, again, trusting into the abilities that you can connect to the energies, that they are there, that they're available. They want to be used right now, they, not just right now, but in general, but they want to be supportive. And yeah, so you can always connect and then they come. So this is the information from the energies. Yeah, very nice. There's nothing I can add. It's so funny. It's simple, right? So what comes through is very simple. Um, but the, let's say the more true things are, in my experience, the simpler it is. It's never complicated. So if things are complicated and we have to wrap our heads around it and figure things out, it's just a mind game. But in general, things are just very simple. There's nothing to figure out. Yeah. Okay, great. Then, yeah, I'd say let's start with the meditation. This video will be uploaded, so from now we just upload the talk and the meditation on YouTube. So, maybe you want to re-listen, or if people weren't able to join, then they can also listen often, not every time, but then it's kind of continuous in the meditation, the message or the information that came in beforehand. Yeah, so this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel later on. Yeah, and what you can do as usual is sit back, relax, meditate along. That's all there is to do. Enjoy the energies. Yeah, and afterwards we have a little bit of time where we can chat or you can ask questions. Okay, so we meditate for 50 minutes. Just gonna have a sip. Okay, let's start. I start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, and also more awareness comes with that as well. So I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. We can always carry more light, and light is higher information. And this information is transforming our system and also our life experience. And then we're also influencing people around us. You know, when we have this high vibrational information in our system in the form of light, we influence people around us, and then also the collective. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are the energies that are creating the movement, the noise in the system. And this is then where the attention goes, and this is then the main experience. And behind the movement, there's always the silence, the stillness, the clarity, the peace. This infinite space that's always there. The true nature already shining forward into your experience. And this is also something we can always access. So when there is a lot going on, a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, a lot of energies playing out in the system, we can connect to this space that's within our system already. It automatically brings more clarity and peace. So there is so much energy present beautifully. The energies are filling up the body, the energy body, and the area around us. So more light is entering, more light is entering. The body is relaxing more. The energy body is opening up more, expanding more. This is just something that happens naturally when we remove the surface energies and we tap into this expanded space. Automatically more light enters. Also our light expands as well. That's always there. System relaxes more, opens up more. So it's all happening after each other, one step after each other, basically automatically. So if we sit down to just connect to the silence for a little bit, or this peace, or whatever you want to focus on, basically same space, just different focus, all of these things are happening then as well. And I also clear energies out of the mind. So thoughts, overthinking. The mind takes us away from the present moment. It takes us away from our own personal life experience. Everything we're experiencing in the present moment, it just takes us everywhere else, basically. The power of the mind. And also when the surface energies are cleared on the level of the mind becomes more quiet. There are less thoughts. We can use it more focused for what we're doing. That also means we become more efficient, more precise, and more. So also what happens on this level as well is more light enters and the system is expanding. Then I open up the energy field even more. Bring in more light. Bring the light into deeper layers. Then I open up the chakras. Crown chakra, so even more, they're already opening up. And I just open them up more. Third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. Maybe you can feel this beautiful expansion. Also more light is present. And that in general the system starts becoming more balanced. More in tune with the energies that are present. And this expansion feels very nice compared to the contraction. Just feels so nice, feels so good. So there is this very, very bright, beautiful light present. It's very strong. It's interesting. I've never heard this before, but this is the energy of the second sun. It seems like there is another one somewhere, or at least energetically. That's coming in right now. The differences between the sun and the second sun. The second sun energy is also very strong, very transformative, but it's calming at the same time. It's very calming. So it's not as activating. And this is what I'm seeing, what the systems are needing: more calmness, more focus, and the ability to use the focus for what you want. So, what you want to connect with, what you want to have more in your life experience of. So, it is the ability to use the focus in a stronger way, and also seeing the outcome faster, how you use your focus, that this is very much experience um, mm, influencing the life experience. And the energy of the second sun is supporting this understanding in our system, and also to shape this focus more in a calm way. So, not activating way, in a very calm way, that we can use it also from that energy of calmness, because there's a lot of strength in calmness. Maybe you feel this beautiful energy in the body, like how the body responds to this. Very powerful. Makes the body and the energy body very centered, very strong in the center. So it's anchoring the center in a very strong way. It's like, even though there is, winds, let's say a storm coming, or a wind, stronger wind happening, the system stays centered, focused. And even though in this storm, it's easy to use the focus then. Often when there is a lot going on, it's kind of hard to use the focus, because it's difficult to hold it in a certain position, or connected to something specific, what we wanted to connect to. But with this energy of the second sun, it's very easy to hold the focus, even though that there's a lot going on, that there's, let's say, even a storm happening. So that's very useful, very powerful possibility. Yeah, and focusing on what we prefer, or what we want to have more of in our lives, for example. Yeah, peace, love, joy, whatever it is for you. It's not just influencing our own life experience, but because you raise your vibration, you influence the collective as well in a very powerful way. This is important. And this energy of the second sun is working on our systems right now. It's also very grounding. So it's a very grounding energy, very centering, balancing. pull you a little bit deeper into the meditation, just a little bit deeper. If the conscious mind is still a little active, maybe it helps when I pull you deeper to, let's say, put it out of the way and move into the experience even more. And I open up the energy field more. Bring in more light. And I pull you deeper. Deeper into this meditation, so that this very powerful energy of the second sun can work even better on our system, also on deeper layers, bringing in the information that I was just sharing, centering the system, focusing, creating this strength. Also this the centering is now working on the level of the heart chakra very strongly, centering the heart chakra. I mean, the center is already there. I'm looking for a better way to describe it. You probably can feel it. The strengthening of the center of the heart chakra. So again, no matter what's happening on the outside, that this center is just there, strong, persistent, like a beautiful old tree in the wind, right? So this tree just stands there, no matter how strong the wind is. Similar to that. And this is very similar also with the focus, because the tree can't go anywhere. Same with the focus. The focus is then there. With the wind, it means in general energies that are coming into the collective right now, because they're very strong and they're just going to get stronger. And also energies from the collective, that you stay in your center, in your truth, in your focus, no matter what's happening. Maybe you can feel how powerful this is for you and also for everybody else. Then I open up the energy field even more. Bring in more light into deeper layers. and pull you even deeper into this meditation. If there's still a little resistance there to surrender more to the energies, to be pulled deeper, just allow it to be there and still follow the pull. You're held in this beautiful space. The energies are working on your system, clearing, it happens in the background, raising the vibration. Opening and expanding your system, and this beautiful transformative energy of this second sun is working on the system very strongly. So let's sit with this for the next 25 minutes in silence and enjoy. Okay, we are finished. Thank you so much for joining. That was a very interesting meditation, very powerful, very useful. So, yeah, I loved it. I see many of you did as well, so many hearts. Yeah, thank you so much for joining. That was amazing. Um, yeah, if anybody has a question, please let me know.
Yeah, I was just going to say that curiously, my partner was talking about a second son
Hmm.
that she heard about. I'm not saying this is true. I mean, I have no idea, but and said that it was in the times gone by. There was two suns going around. Well, I suppose going around. Were we going around them or whatever? And they kept the climate warm. It was
Mm-hmm.
constantly warm on the planet. And the story is that the one sun got sort of turned off, what, or something like that. But
Oh,
anyway, I don't know, but I just kind of remembered that when you was talking about the second sun because
yeah.
obviously surprised you.
Yes, I've never heard of it, and then I also realized, look, there's a sun there in the background as well. Yeah, never heard of it. And I have no understanding or concept of it, but as I described, the qualities of it, like how it influences our system, makes a lot of sense, and it's a very useful, very beautiful. Um, but it's definitely like more grounded and more in the background compared to the sun we know, but has a very strong influence as well. So I don't know. I have no idea, but very interesting what you shared. Yeah, maybe there is a second sun. Yeah.
Well, when it's not shining at the moment, obviously we've been conscious of it. But anyway, lovely
Yeah.
meditation as always.
Yeah.
Thanks a
Yeah.
lot. That's
Great.
lovely
Thank
of it.
you. Thanks,
Bye.
Nigel. Thanks for sharing. That was so interesting. Hi, Yvonne. Just need to unmute. Or maybe Tim. Yeah, Tim, you can go first and then
Okay.
Yvonne finds her
I
button.
just posted in the chat the link to on YouTube to the Great Year film. And this was done by an organization called Binary Research. And actually, a friend of mine in California produced it. And
Hmm.
James Earl Jones narrates it. And it talks about the Yuga cycle. In India, in the West, we say Iron Age, Bronze Age, like that. In India, they talk about the yugas and the 26,000 year cycle, and they talk about a second uh, sun or something, something
Okay.
out there that has a force, and it's a very, very well done documentary. It's about, let's see here, it's 46 minutes long,
Mm-hmm.
and very interesting and nice graphics.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Very interesting. I'm gonna check it out as well.
This is the book, Eva.
Ah, yeah, yeah. I got
You
this one.
got.
Yeah. Okay. Ah, this book. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
They speak about the dual, the other sun, and when we get closer to it, then we get closer to Sat Yuga, and then when we go away from it, we go down to the Kali Yuga.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book. I don't know if I talked about it. The Yugas.
Yes. So
Uh,
that means we move towards this mini Sat Yuga, right?
yeah, that's another story. We
Ah,
can get into a mini Sat Yuga now because the consciousness is so high, and that's beyond or outside the other Yuga circle.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
so,
Hmm.
so that's I think that might be it. And if you get the touch for it, then it's superb. great that you experience it. And the Sat Yuga is 40% of the time, by the way. So it's the Kali Yuga is only 10%, luckily. But the Kali Yuga is what we've been through these last thousands of years. They operate with the Yuga cycle is 24,000 years from Yuktesvar. This is a fantastic book. I recommend it very warmly for everybody. The Yugas.
The Yugas. Yeah, I think you find it on Amazon. Yeah.
Selby and Steinmetz.
There's another book. It's called The Lost Star of Space and Time, who was written by the same person who produced the video, which I posted also.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Great. Oh, wow, a lot of information is coming together.
It's very, very inspiring to read this book, because then you see how high the civilizations has been in the Sat Yugas, and how low we have been now for 2,400 years. That's only 10% of the 24,000 years. Just coming out of it, and that's been the really black times.
So we have moved through the lowest times, and now we're getting out of it. So that's good news. Yeah.
500 years after year 500, then it was the lowest bottom, and then the Roman Empire collapsed at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few meditations, maybe you remember, not many, but when energies came in from the past, so from times where higher civilizations were there, they were working with energies and stuff like that. So it came in one or two meditations, you know, from the past. Yeah, so very interesting.
It's fantastic, because we are going towards it again. So we just have to get out of the little bit of turbulence we have now. Yeah. And then the mini Sat Yuga that you talked about, that's beside this, and it's caused by the higher consciousness that we have now, because of so many awakened and people and so many meditators. So it's totally inspiring.
Good news. Good news. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Josie.
Hello, Eva. Hello, everyone. Well, it's my first time here with you, and it was beautiful. Thank you very much. I found you in YouTube, and it's very interesting. I just want a practical question about what you were saying in the beginning of this chat, that the energy is always available for us, and we can reach this energy during our daily life or daily activity. I usually feel this energy when I go to my body, out of my mind, more in the body. And I don't know if you have some tip or how do you are more close to this energy when you are in your daily activities, because for me it's much harder, because I'm more in my mind than in my body and in my energy.
Yeah. I mean, I recommend doing more of the YouTube meditations, and also join this group here, for example. And you'll see over time, it's a lot easier to also take this into your everyday life experience. You know, this what we basically generate here, or what is building up. So we did some work today, and you take this now into your everyday life experience, and you do this over and over again, and you see everyday life experience starts changing because of that, right? And then also the system becomes more quiet. So mind becomes more quiet in general. There's just less happening. There's less, just less movement in the city, in the system over time. And then it's also a lot easier to connect during the everyday life experience if you feel there's too much going on right now, just saying this is then easier. I mean, if there's a lot going on in your everyday life experience, the best possibility would be just to sit down for a few moments in silence, close your eyes, if that's possible, just 5 minutes. This makes the difference. And then when you do this, this is this practice, right? So when I say first there is trust and then it becomes just normal, you sit, you connect, you ask the energies to come in, and then you know they come in, right? And then you just ask them to, for example, you do whatever you want to do with them. So you ask them, just stay around during my day or while I'm at work, or, you know. And then when you connect over and over again, you just do it then eventually with your eyes open when you sit in, for example, in your office, or I don't know where you're working, and then they can come in. And it's just this practice and knowing, okay, it's actually happening. So this is what you can do. And then I have a service, it's called Next Elevations. And this is where people where people are being connected to energies 24/7, so they don't need to do it intentionally. And it just happens. So when you connect, it's through a website, the energies come in and they're just there all the time. This is a possibility until you trust yourself enough, or you feel like you can do this long enough. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm happy that you came from YouTube. You know, in every YouTube video I say, please join the meditation. There is somebody from YouTube. That's awesome. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, maybe more people, but she's the first one. She shared this. Hi, Yvonne. Now it works. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Eva. I think I need a new phone. I just got completely cut out for a moment.
Ah,
I don't know if it happened to anybody else, but firstly, thank you for a very powerful meditation. It was amazing. Secondly, I just want to say that for the next elevations, it's got nothing to do with tonight, I'm afraid, but for next elevations, I've got 2 grandsons to get to bed. So I'd probably be a bit late for it, but just to let you know, I want to be there. And
okay.
also, I want to do the one on the 4th, which is being your true nature, being true to your true nature, I think it's called. And I'll be late for that probably because I've got to get them in bed before 7 o'clock. So
Okay, yeah. No problem. Then I watch out for you, because in these groups, you know, I have to like allow you to come in or let you in manually. Yeah. So if you wait, don't worry. Just means I have my eyes closed and I do some work, and then I will check. See where you.
I mean, I might be able to make the next elevations because I might get some help from someone on that day, but yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Next elevations is this anyway. So there
It's the
you
third,
can
isn't
just join, but the other group,
the
I
other
need to
group,
let you in manually.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eva.
Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, thank you. Great that you do grandchildren duties. That's amazing.
For a whole week.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
On my own.
Wow.
A 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. Yeah.
Okay. Well, they are already behaving a little bit, maybe. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, great. Thank you everybody so much for joining. That was a very powerful meditation. So I recommend doing this again if you want. The video is gonna be up later on today. Thank you so much for joining. That was lovely seeing you all. Okay, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye, Eva.
Bye-bye.